Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I'm going to talk about the last week in April. So I'm talking about April 22nd to the 30th. And what I'm looking at is as the planets change day by day, there's certain aspects, but particularly I focus everything through the moon as though the moon were the ascendant, looking at how all the planets are placed, because this is what everything's based on. Like I say, the moon is the heartbeat of a chart. It is what's constantly moving, and it represents the public, the people. And what we're going to see is how things evolve, so you can better plan your days for each week, day by day, in accordance to where the planets are. Before I continue on, I want to remind everyone to sign up for my free newsletter. You can go to galacticcenter.org, sign up for my free newsletter, and you will get all of my predictions delivered to your email address every week. So while you're there, also check out my Patreon page, which means you'll be a member of a community of like-minded people. So many opportunities. I meet in 2 different classes every week, connecting with the people live. And if you want to study Vedic astrology, I have an online university, all self-paced. You can start anytime. I have live classes every week with that as well. So continuing on, let's get going. Let's start out with April 22nd. See what's going on in the sky. So we have the moon still in Virgo for almost all of the day. Let's see, it will stay in Virgo till late that night, around 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The moon will leave Virgo and go into Libra. So basically it's going to be in Virgo all day, and it is aligning with K2. So this is a time of emotional introspection. And Rahu is intense, tied up with Mercury. And so this makes people very intense in what they're saying, how they're relaying information and communicating. And because this Rahu Mercury is in the 7th house from the moon, this is not the best day to convey what you want to your partner or business partner. Why? Because Mercury's retrograde, and in a few days it's going to turn direct. So ultimately, people change their minds. So this is not the day to start any new projects or plans. Now, Mars and Saturn are in the 6th house from the moon. And this represents some problems with employees or co-workers. Be aware that things are not working out so easy in the workforce, in the workplace. Now, the Jupiter, Sun, Uranus are all together in the 8th house from the moon. And this can be intense, but it is really good for intuition, psychic ability, and psychological analysis. It's a beautiful time for awareness, metaphysical studies, things of that nature. Visions and flashes of great insight can come to you this day, so be open to that. But it's not a great day to come together with partners. So now let me continue on to April 23rd. So April 23rd, we have the moon in Libra all day. And it will be in the nakshatra Swati. Swati is the nakshatra of business people, business owners, people that can convince you of things. So it is in the sign of total communication, being extremely convincing. Now, this is the day of the full moon, because the moon and the sun are exactly opposed. And this brings to light many things. It's a day of enlightenment, just opening And Jupiter is in the opposition to the moon. So Jupiter being in the opposite house from the moon is great for communications with your loved ones, especially in one-on-one relationships. You can express your love, your commitment, your gratitude to that person. And all at the same time, this is a great time for business partnerships. You'll be in agreement. You'll be in good communication, although don't make any new plans, because today is the day that Mercury is exactly conjunct Rahu. Now, Mercury's slowing down and it's going to turn retrograde. So actually, direct on the 25th. So, but right now it's slowing down to come to a halt, and it's exactly conjunct Rahu between now through the 25th, 26th. So be aware that people are expressing themselves, to the extreme. They're over-exaggerating things. Things are not as they appear. So where is this going on? This is in the 6th house from the moon. K2 is actually 12th from the moon. So you might find that this is a time that we have to get ourselves together physically, emotionally. Let me remind you, this is all about our emotional body and our physical body being healthy. Mars just moved into Pisces today as well. So Mars being in Pisces means that it's coming together with Neptune. There's so much going on in the sign of Pisces right now. Mars, Neptune, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, all these planets together in Pisces represent a time for compassion, a time for helping and healing and helping other people. So that's what this day should be used for, helping and healing and helping other people. This is still not a great day around the workplace because Mars is coming together with Neptune, so there can be a lot of miscommunication around employees or co-workers. But it is a great day to express your love and gratitude. Go out on that first date. You're going to find that you're really coming together with somebody. This can be a time of love and romance, with the moon being in Libra, which is the sign of relationship, and Jupiter opposing the moon. Now moving up to April 24th, the moon will be in Libra all day still, and it's going to move into the nakshatra called Vishaka. Vishaka means victory, means the undefeated one. And the moon is more aligned with the opposition to Jupiter and Uranus. So the moon with Jupiter, Uranus opposite it, it is an exciting time for love, romance. And today is the day that Venus has gone into Aries. So finally, Venus is left Pisces. So we have Venus, Sun, Uranus, Jupiter, 7th from the moon. It's an exciting day for love and romance. Okay, this is very positive. Even though, yes, we're getting Venus to move closer to the Sun, but it's still within 10-degree range. It's still a good time for love, romance, dating, expressing your feelings of love. Mars is with Neptune in the 6th. So it is a time still we must pay attention to health, healing, making ourselves stronger and healthier, and try not to be in disagreement with people in the workplace. Mercury is exactly conjunct Rahu, so people are still overextending, and when they express themselves, they are exaggerating way off the charts. So take everything with a grain of salt when you're talking with people. So now I'm looking at the moon being in Scorpio. On April 25th, the moon is in Scorpio, and it moves into the nakshatra called Anuradha. Anuradha is actually a nakshatra that deals with friendship, but still the moon is debilitated, so it's not in its most perfect sign, but I do like the nakshatra. So it does mean coming together with friends or people that you're connected with. Also, we have the Mars, Neptune, Rahu, Mercury, all in the 5th house from the moon. So this is a time of creative talents, putting your mind together. Mars in the 5th house can represent a keen, open mind. And today, Mercury is direct. Mercury turns direct at 21 degrees of Pisces. This is important though, because this is the degree that Rahu is. So people are exaggerating, people are overextending themselves, but I think this is a great day for creative ability. Writing that book, journaling, anything to do with the written word is over the top, more expressive and creative. Venus and the Sun and Jupiter and Uranus are in the 6th house from the moon. So this can make work easier. Actually, these are 2 benefics in the 6th. So work around employees and co-workers is definitely on the up and up and a lot easier. If you're thinking about adopting a pet, with both Jupiter and Venus in the 6th house, this would be a great time to find a new pet. Plus, we finally have Mercury direct on this day. So I'm looking at April 26th. And this day, the moon is all day, still will be in Scorpio. But now it's entered into the nakshatra called Jyesta this whole day. And Jyesta deals with, well, it deals with the sting of the scorpion. So be aware emotionally, the moon debilitated with it in Jyesta. People tend to be very jealous when the moon is in Jyesta. So if people are being ugly or mean to you, chances are it's because they're jealous of you. I know sometimes that's not the first thing we think of, but people are that way. Be cautious and aware of that. Now, I noticed that Saturn goes to the 4th house from the moon, so you might want to pay a visit to your mother if she's still around. She may be having a difficult time. Mars, Neptune, Rahu, and Mercury are in the 5th house from the moon. This represents that it is a great day for creative endeavors, doing something on a creative level. And if you're an entrepreneur, creative ideas are going to be flowing into you. Pay attention. This is the time that genius ideas about creating and in the area of business are really, really doing well. Now, Jupiter, Uranus, Sun, and Venus are all in the 6th house from the moon. And this can deal with good things happening around the workplace and getting healthier. The need and desire to get healthier, working out, doing things that are of great benefit, eating well, changing your diet, looking into nutrition, taking vitamins. This is a great day to do these changes. April 27th. The moon is in Scorpio most of the day, but will change into Sagittarius by around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So looking at that, the moon for the most part of the day in Scorpio, it is in the last degrees of Scorpio. It is in Jyesta, so I'm still talking about jealous minds that when people come at you and you don't understand what that's about, I'm telling you, there is a lot of jealousy in the air. And also, this sign, nakshatra, can deal with revenge. People might strike out, be angry and revengeful this day. Saturn in the 4th, there's something going on in the home that you have to be looking at that may not be okay. So make sure you have home insurance, make sure your car is checked out, those type of things. This can be heavy. But once again, still half of the day, it's a good day for creative talents because Mars is in the 5th house. Now it's getting very close to Neptune. It's 1 degree away from Neptune. And when I see that, Mars, Neptune can deal with deception and it can deal with delusional people. So be careful. If you have children, your children may be up to something that you don't know about. If you have any kind of gut feeling, check it out. For the last 3 days of this month, it's very important. You could be set up for delusion, your kids doing something you don't know about. But it can be a time of great creativity in many ways, visionary things such as psychic intuition. But it's still kind of a crazy time with Mercury being in Pisces. People are not being realistic with their thoughts and their ideas. And with Venus, Sun, Uranus, Jupiter in the 6th from the moon, this represents it's time to get healthy. Get healthy and strong. There's been so much going on in the area of health and healing where people are not well these days. A lot is coming up concerning health and healing. So get healthy during this time. Now moving to the April 28th, the moon will be in Sagittarius all day in the nakshatra Mula. Mula deals with destruction. It can deal with deep-rooted things, and it can deal with getting to the bottom of things, research, analysis. Yes, this is a great day for that. Now, with the moon being in Sagittarius, this means that Jupiter is aspecting the moon and Venus. They all go to the 5th house from the moon. This is a fabulous day for creativity, for insight. Jupiter, Uranus is sudden streaks of brilliance and insight with the Sun exalted in Aries and Venus in Aries, all in the 5th house from the moon. This means creative talent, genius, strokes of genius, flashes of insight that come that are off the charts creative. Use this time because this is a very good day for creativity and talent. And if you're an entrepreneur, some of your ideas will be amazing. Use them. It's also a great day for writing, expressing yourself in any creative endeavor. This day's exceptional. Actually, it's one of the best days I'm seeing of the month. Mercury, Rahu, and Mars, and Neptune. Mars, Neptune are exactly conjunct, but they're in the 4th house. This can mean deception, delusional behavior. Check on your mother if your mother's still around. She may be experiencing problems with her mind, her thoughts, but all at the same time, be aware that this could represent flooding or something going wrong in the household. Yes, Mars with Neptune, you can't see it till it's too late. Get things checked out. Anything that might pertain to a gas leak or a flood, that's Mars, Neptune in the 4th. And we still have Mercury. It's still trying to gain in some speed, but it's so close to Rahu that things are still problematic in the home. And this can also refer to your vehicles, such as your car. Make sure you have it checked out, that there's not a gas leak or something dealing even with a water leak or the tires per se. Get things checked out in the area of your home and your car. It's a fabulous day for creative endeavors and expansion with the mind. So I'm looking at April 29th. The moon is in Sagittarius all day, and it's going to be in the nakshatra Purva Ashada, which is a much better nakshatra than Mula. So this is even better for creativity today, because Jupiter is exactly trining the moon. The moon is fortified by Jupiter, and it's even in Jupiter's sign, and it's in Venus's nakshatra, Purva Ashada. Beautiful day for creative talent, entrepreneurs coming up with new ideas with business. It is incredibly creative. I love this day. And Jupiter is still, it's at the very last degrees of Aries. So it's right before it's going to change. But the Mars is now crossed over Neptune, but don't kid yourself. It's still too close to Neptune. So Neptune can cause delusions and problems in the home with your vehicles and possibly your mother. April 30th, the moon will be in Capricorn all day today. It will be in the nakshatra Uttara Ashada. Uttara Ashada is still part of the Ashadas, which means truth and fact-finding. It's in the sign of Capricorn, which deals with business and work. Now, Mars, Neptune, Rahu, and Mercury all go to the 3rd house from the moon. This can deal with travels. Be aware that things can be a little uncomfortable with traveling. Why? Because Mars is just too close to Neptune still. But this can be like, hey, if we didn't have our phones, you could get lost on this day. So it's a day of confusion, possible, getting lost around places, things, but still, with this kind of energy, Mercury, Rahu, Mars, and Neptune together, 3rd from the moon, this is a fantastic day for you to write. If you're just writing emails, your self-expression is superior today. It's like there's this creative force and everything flows out of you in the area of your communications through the written word. Go for it. This is creativity at its peak. Now, Venus, Sun, Uranus, and Jupiter are in the 4th house from the moon. This is a great day for you to decorate, reorganize your house, get your furniture, like your feng shui, your energy, how the house flows energetically. This is a great day to do this. Plus, it's a good day to buy furniture, redecorate, or even go looking for a new home. It's a great day for finding real estate, moving, buying real estate, or selling real estate. All around, this is a great day for property, land, and real estate. It's also a great day to visit with your mother, because these two benefics surround or on the outside of Sun and Uranus, and they're causing great positive activity in the home place. And this is what I'm looking at, the last day of the month. So what we're going to find is when we get ready for May 1st, Jupiter will change signs. Jupiter changes into Taurus May 1st, so get ready for that. This is the last of Jupiter being in Aries, and it's going to go into Taurus. Wow, that's a whole nother scenario that we're going to be looking at. So get ready for all of my predictions to come for May 1st, the whole month of May. Big changes are due to happen. Likewise, this year is a year of major transformation and change. April is the shift. That's what you're going to know and see. So with that, I think I'll close until the next month in April. I will see you then. Thank you.